Cold desert winds spun snow dust off the ground and into a white whirlwind that surrounded Samantha Forster and the bay mustang she rode. She pulled her fleece-lined coat up to her chin. The huge stone barn at Three Ponies Ranch had just come into view, and she aimed her horse for it. Sam glanced at her watch. She wasn't late, but she hadn't passed any of the Eli brothers hurrying off to work. She didn't hear doors slamming, buckets clanking, or truck engines warming up in the 30-degree morning. The ranch ahead lay oddly silent. Sam hurried Ace out of his walk and into a jog as they passed Three Ponies' front pasture. For a second, the bay threw his head high and she heard him suck in the scent of frosty sagebrush. Then the second stirring of her legs or the December wind whooshing his tail forward to tickle his flanks made Ace dance. Hooves churning, the bay insisted he should break into a lope. "Save it," Sam told her horse. And when a stocky chocolate-colored gelding galloped toward them, then raced along his pasture fence and she still didn't let Ace break out of a jog, her bay mustang gave a little buck just to show Sam who was boss. "Not you," she corrected him, but she settled more firmly into her saddle just in case. They were in the Eli's ranch yard now, and though Sam considered herself a good sport, there was no way she wanted to start the morning with a surprise rodeo performance for the Eli brothers and their parents. "Awful quiet," Sam said to Ace as they passed 5 white hens digging in their toenails for better traction as they raced for their coop. The flock was the only sign of life, though her friend Jake should have had his mare, which loaded into a horse trailer ready to go. Sam had expected Jake to be leaning against the trailer, arms crossed with his Stetson tipped over his eyes, waiting impatiently for her to get here. Scanning the ranch yard once more, Sam spotted Gal, the Eli's German shepherd, digging at the bottom of the barn door. Of course, Sam thought, smiling, Jake must be inside. She'd bet he hadn't been able to resist a few more minutes of play with Singer, his coy dog pup. She didn't blame him. After all, Singer was the reason Sam had ridden over to Three Ponies Ranch instead of waiting for Jake to pick her up on his way to Willow Springs Wild Horse Center. Sam heard the empty porch swing creak as the wind pushed it to the limit of its chains, and then a door slammed. Twisting in her saddle, Sam saw she was wrong about Jake. He wasn't in the barn because here he came. Wide-shouldered and purposeful, Jake strode toward her. Sensing her distraction, Ace snorted, turned to face Jake, and Sam let him. Her mouth had already opened on a greeting when Jake jerked his black Stetson toward the hitching rack in a wordless sign that she should tie Ace and dismount. From someone else, the gesture might have been rude, but not from Jake. Western movie characters who were strong, silent types could easily have been based on cowboys like him. As Sam slung Ace's reins over the hitching rail, Jake came to stand beside her. "Good morning," she said. "It's almost Christmas." Sam knew she could wait all day for Jake to join her excitement. After all, she hadn't asked him a question, had she? Sam bent, loosened Ace's cinch, and heard her horse groan with relief. Just when she was thinking her horse was a better communicator than Jake, he spoke up. "You're just in time to welcome back everybody's hero." Sam straightened to face Jake. "Huh?" she said, rubbing her chilled hands together. "Kit's coming home today," he said. "Kit?" Sam gasped. "Really?" Kit was the oldest of the 6 Eli brothers, the one she barely remembered. He'd left to follow the rodeo circuit just after graduating from high school. Though he rarely came home, most folks in the area followed Kit's career. Last summer, it had been big news when Brian Eli had mentioned Kit's purchase of a new red truck with his rodeo winnings. Before that, Clara had taped a clipping from Rodeo Today to her coffee shop cash register because it showed Kit Eli riding a blue roan bucking horse named No No Nitro. If the rumors Sam had heard were true, Kit was headed for the national finals in bronc riding. Jake was right. Kit was definitely a local hero. "Wow, you mean he's home for Christmas?" Sam asked. "He will be," Jake said. "He called at about midnight. Don't know if Mom even slept. She was up before daylight making cinnamon rolls.